process. How do you sell that? And how do you explain that to your potential customers that are looking at maybe getting into a rehab of a property that they want to buy, or even rehabbing their house before they list it to get the biggest potential out of the house itself, or even doing a tear down and build? How do you approach your customers when they come to you and say, hey, these are some options? Or are you just saying, hey, this is an option to you? Let's explore it. What are the expectations?
When it seems like that's the road they really, really want to go down, I try to set the expectations properly from the standpoint of timing, to understand that this will not be a traditional mortgage where you could potentially originate it in as little as 30 days
right.
or 45 days. This is going to be double that. I mean, it really will be. Sometimes more, depending on the property and the intricacy of that. You could do it. I've seen you do it for less, in a shorter amount of time. I'm just saying I wouldn't want to promise that, though, and
right.
have their expectation be this is going to be a 60-day all-in, we're done. So setting that expectation to let them know that there are some very important things that have to happen and milestones that have to be achieved before you can get to the closing. And there's a reason for that. It isn't bureaucracy, it isn't paperwork.
Right.
You need to have your builder and your draftsman and all of your plans in line, because you have to know what you're borrowing money against, or at least the bank does.
Yeah.
Right? So, and so should the consumer, so that down the road they're not met with a bunch of unforeseen problems and increased costs they weren't anticipating. So getting all of that together doesn't happen overnight. Sitting down with a builder, sitting down with an architect and putting together your grand plan, looking at the costs, potentially making revisions, because most people end up making some revisions along the way.
Absolutely.
And building in those contingencies so that the right amount of money is accessed, the consumer understands what their obligation will be for cash down, plus what it's going to look like for the carrying cost of that loan, so that they can get to the end result, day of closing, when they're going to start working on that project, full well knowing that they're not going to have a bunch of unforeseen issues. So that's going to take a little bit longer. So we talk about that in our listing consultation. And when folks say, oh, no, I have to be in a house in the next 30 days, well, this product might not be for you, right? Exactly. Right. I mean, that's just the reality of it. If they say, no, we're building our dream house, so we're willing to wait, we're willing to do that work, well, that's fantastic. Then it's time to have them talk to you.